I'll be calling you a radical, Kevin Blanche, son of Cassandra. Oh, I see for miles and miles. I named the drought in 2012. Here, get ready. The heat bubble of the Western Heights. Here it comes. Here it comes. I named it the Great Western United States Drought. This is the greatest drought in 1,500 years now, they're saying. 2012, there was no drought. There was no drought. The tide pools were loaded and full of life. They hadn't collapsed. The salmon numbers were record returns. Fucking the trees, all coincidence. Coincidence doesn't get it in science. Coincidence does not get it in science. Scientists are mystified. They're baffled. They're stumped. They're perplexed. They're bewildered. How did they do it? One by Jetstream, two by cable TV. So we're going to ignore the elephant. Well, the elephant. I know the philanthropists in this country deceived me. Oh, Bezos' ex-wife's throwing her money around. It's all just freaking cliche. Do you think these NGOs she's throwing make any difference? They make zero. Zero. You're going to ignore the dead pot of humpback whales in the fucking parlor. You're going to ignore the fucking herd of elephants, dead elephants in the fucking room. You're going to ignore it. We are in such an environmental, acute, radical catastrophe right now. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human... Fucking environmentalists, they fucking hate us. They hate us. These fucking people are fucking social engineered not to fucking protect and defend Mother Earth. They're fucking so fucking social engineered to attack her, to viciously attack. Well, she attacks back. I said it for years. I fight for her. She fights for we from the sea. I was given 2 months to live. Walk the coast of fucking California. AML, de novo leukemia. You don't think that matters? Walk the entire... I walked from Mexico to fucking... well above San Francisco. Walked it on the coast. Every inch of it with platelet counts of 38. You don't think that's a story? Come after me. You kettle me, I'll kettle you. So we're going to ignore all this. We're going to ignore all this. We're going to ignore all this. Fuck the birds. Fuck the animals. It becomes as natural as occupying a bird refuge.
Out for sure for the Clippers. The Jazz listing both.
So... Bezos, the imperialist piece of dog shit that he is, he's all in nuclear now. Why nuclear is wiping out the Pacific. And you're going to ignore this. You're going to ignore 6 full-blown out fucking core meltdowns, burning the Pacific Ocean, boiling the Pacific Ocean, putting a heat bubble over the Western United States. And I approved it. You think about my tide pool work alone. Holy fuck. Me don't mind Nobel Prize. And you're just going to fucking kettle me. You're going to ignore me. You're going to fucking act like it doesn't happen. Fucking Bezos' wife throwing fucking billions around. Billions to NGOs for fucking tax status. 99% of all the NGOs are me, selfish fucking... Look, NGOs are put there to make money, the profit. Under the tax status where they changed it years ago, 20% of all money that flows in you could keep. The NFL's a non-profit. Tom Brady's a fucking non-profit. Fucking billionaire corporations are non-profit. I live in a green washing machine. A green washing machine. Greenpeace, Sierra Club are for profit only, for deposit only. What the fuck? Kevin Blanche doing all this dirty work, abject fucking poverty, and nobody's going to support me. Nobody. I mean, I have my small fucking teeny girl. I mean, I think about this is the greatest fucking... Kevin Blanche is the GOAT. The fucking greatest fucking probably activist in history. Play back the tape, Your Honor. I think about the body of work over the last decade post-Fukushima. While in critical condition, fighting for my life, split me open, pour me out. Fucking my open heart surgery. I mean, when a doctor looks you right in the eyes and says you got 2 months to fucking live, get your affairs in order. I predicted all this. This heat bubble over the fucking Western United States, you're going to chalk it up to coincidence. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in fucking human history, bar none. And you're going to chalk this up. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're perplexed, they're bewildered to coincidence. The fucking hijacking of academia, the hijacking of the science, the hijacking of fucking media, the hijacking of YouTube. Everybody bowing to an AdSense account. Everybody that took on anything that mattered, they fucking went to the money. They swayed you there through real easy because these fucking. I used to take this map around. I used to put on the migration of the United States, and I used to put sugar on different places. You know, Omaha, Nebraska, 100 years ago, fuck Warren Buffett had more fucking people than L.A. Put a little more sugar. Here, the fucking. What an insult to an ant, you know. But she's going to dump all this fucking money out to NGOs who get to keep 20% of it. No matter how much money comes in, 20% of tax-free. That's the fraud. I remember when they did this, created nonprofits. I'm like, this is a sham. This is going to ruin the grassroots environment. It's going to take all grassroots environmentalists out of the equation. It's going to starve them out. They do this because what you're going to have the fucking greenwashers going to move in. They're going to start all these things for profit and call them nonprofit. Up is down, black is white. I remember having a fit about this in the 90s when they did this. I'm like, no, this will fucking destroy grassroots activists. It will wipe us out. And they have. They've starved us fucking out. I mean, you look at my GoFundMe page. I want you to look at it. Look how much money, and you do the math. That's 6 years. Divide it up. How can anybody possibly even live on that amount of money, let alone do the work that I've done? Travel all over the fucking world. And you don't think it matters? Kevin Blanch, the accomplished activist. You know how many reactors? Fucking, I'm responsible for shutting down. I'm responsible for killing Blue Castle. I'm responsible for kicking Energy Solutions out of Utah, but they got back up. They're back here. No changes are permanent. Sinanofree, the greatest fucking grassroots activist accomplishment in fucking world history. That's Kevin Blanch. Without that, that never happens. We have went from 104 nuclear reactors in the United States. We're clear down in the fucking 60s. Bill Gates says, stop soaking around. Bill Gates owns them. Fucking this Zionist fucking imperialist freaks. Utah should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid. That's attempted murder. When his own father died from this. Well, we just found out my dad was a down-winter. He died of fucking cancer young. Yet he kicks me off Medicaid, attacks me like a wolf. I was in a bone marrow transplant. That was on May 31st, 2015. I'm inside the bone marrow transplant. I'm under treatment. I'm ready to have my gallbladder removed because the fucking chemo has destroyed it. They wouldn't do it. It ruptured. Almost killed me. Fucking open heart fucking surgery. My valves going, nobody would touch me because I was a millionaire. Fucking wiped out. My bill 1.8 million, no one would touch me. Michael Hawkins at Ogden Regional Medical Center told me, go see my dentist. One of the nurses went in there. She said, no, Kevin Blanch is an AML leukemia patient. I was one of his nurses at the top of LDS. He has AML. He's a 1%er. I don't care. He's uninsured. Fuck him. Get him out of here. They wouldn't even clean me up. Blood all over me. I collapsed in my yard. Fuck, I don't know how I'm alive. Emergency open heart surgery. Fuck. I mean, I haven't even applied for credit in fucking 15 years. I was a millionaire. My credit's destroyed, and I haven't even applied. And I haven't even had a credit card in fucking 10 years. I walk. I live fucking like a minimalist. Yet my credit's still all fucked up because I have lingering medical debt all over. Welcome to the fucking life of a long-term fucking cancer fighter. My treatment program ends in 10 years, and I can't even get treatment. Thank God for Vincent Hansen. He still sees me. I mean, I've had to become my own doctor. We're going to ignore the fucking pot of fucking dead wells in the room. Bezos' wife just throwing out she's married to a science teacher now. Okay. Well, I guess he's mystified. He's baffled. That's all we've heard. This has been 90% of all life in the Pacific Ocean has been wiped out in 10 years. It's the greatest ecological. There's been more species and more animals wiped out and fucking dead in the Western United States, well, all over the earth, but acutely in the West. The Great Western Drought, the fucking dead fucking trees, the Fukushima fires. Kevin Blanch, these are full-blown out meltdowns. These meltdowns are going to push into the Pacific Ocean. They're suns. It's the hottest fucking substance in the history of mankind by 1 billion fucking times. It's going to blanch the Pacific Ocean. It's going to boil the Pacific. It's going to cause a heat bubble over the Western United States. It's going to get into the pine needles of the fucking trees. We're going to get fucking spontaneous fires, which all happen. They were saying, we think an arsonist started all these fires fucking in North California, in Oregon. And then they're like, we think multiple people just went, and then they find out later, nope, the atmosphere actually fucking started catching fire simultaneously, arcing off electrical lines. It's that toxic, just like Kevin Blanch said it would. The Great Salt Lake at perfect levels. All that work I've done out there, my spiral jetty in 2012 proves it. This acute collapse. It's going to go dry. which I call the molded grapes of fucking wrath. Everything, for I see for miles and miles, for Hamlet and Cassandra, they got together. They had a baby. Just remember one thing. I want everybody to remember one thing. Just remember. Scientists are mystified. They're baffled. They're puzzled. They're fucking stumped. They're bewildered. They're alarmed. They're alarmed. That's not science. That's not science. What Kevin Blanch has done is science. First you hypothesize the knowledge, then you do the fucking field work. 10 years of hardcore field work. And I had to turn to private funding because academia is a fraud. I mean, think about the university that I'm tied with. I talked to the president of the university yesterday. He and I had a long discussion. Even he knows. He likes me. Even he knows. It's the state legislators regulate state universities. Political theater. This is the greatest PhD in human history. I proved it, which I call Fukushima. This heat, it's fucking, look, these fucking cores that are boiled into the Pacific Ocean are boiling the planet. They've sent in robots in Japan into the fucking cores to try to get down to the cores that can withstand 10, 20, 30, 40,000 degrees Fahrenheit. They just melt just like that. The sun's 63,000 miles away. Give you cancer. These suns are right there in the Pacific. Where do you think these cores are? They're in the Pacific. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl in 60 minutes. It took, and look it up, it's called The Robots of Fukushima. On 60 minutes, day 3,112, I believe. It took them 3,112 days to tell you what Kevin Blanch told you in the first hour, in 1 hour. It took 60 minutes. Well, and I know Lake Barrett personally. His maintenance guy, they called me on the phone, his maintenance guy, that sunflower that hangs in my dead tree. Let's walk out so I can show you this sunflower. That was made in Lake Barrett's yard. He called me, he says, I have Lake Barrett right here, Kevin. Oh, hi, Kevin. Hi, Lake. He's the cover-up kingpin of Fukushima. Well, Kevin Blanch says these are full blown-out nuclear meltdowns, and this is boiling the Pacific Ocean. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. We don't even know what it is. He named Fukushima. Well, Kevin Blanch is right. Well, that's not what you said on TV, Lake. I had to tell him something. Where's it at, the cores? Leslie Stahl asked him. They're right there. Those holes, they're burrowed into the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean's right there. It's just dumped into the Pacific Ocean. Storms rise up. Breaking news. Jet stream moves left to right. The greatest PhD in human history, and I live in abject poverty. And no philanthropists, nobody, because they're protecting their imperialist status. Even she is. I mean, she's throwing money out all over. You think I get I can't get fucking $5,000 to go do my work in Monterey. I need 2,000 lousy fucking dollars. I can't even fucking raise 2,000 fucking dollars. They're throwing out fucking hundreds of millions like fucking Federal Reserve fucking. I mean, it's unbelievable. Livermore, California's logo is bringing star power to Earth. Kamala Harris's mom worked there. She died of cancer. Beau Biden got fucking killed by white phosphorus sprayed all over him. That sociopath father, his don't care. Fucking Barry Antoinette, let them eat yellow cakes. Mother was a downwinder, died young. Don't care. Mike Lee's own dad, don't care. They don't care. I mean, it's sick. It's sick. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you fucking lie. My intensity and my radical and my way, well, let's see. When a doctor looks you right in the eye and says you have 2 months to live, fight back. I mean, even the hospital used to take me in there. Fire them up, Kevin. You've got to get fucking fired up. You got to go. And number one, I knew that YouTube was based on retention. And I knew I was winning. Fuck, used to Google dead tide pools, used to Google salmon collapse, used to Google Fukushima. There was Reuters, BBC, CNN, Operation Foxconn News, all the big fucking multiple fucking imperialist media. You wouldn't get them, you'd get me. I was kicking their ass. David versus Goliath. Now you think about that. I see for miles and miles. And their answer has been to kettle me, to classify me. I've been told up fucking straight up to my face that I've been classified. Think about that, a grassroots activist. Well, that was the plan with these NGOs. They're for profit. The NGOs are a sham. I knew they were a sham when they happened. Greenpeace, Sierra Club, all the NGOs. Again, Tom Brady's an NGO. Fucking George ain't gonna let me tend them rabbits. Fires were right on our tail last year when I found that. I found that in Davenport. Did gray wall watching. California's new fucking attraction. Greatest ecological catastrophe in human fucking history. Kevin Blanch was right, which I named Fuktonium, and no one gave a fuck. Thank you everybody who has supported this historic fucking work. There ain't many of us. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. I slept in the dead fucking pines with the suns from Fukushima, Japan. Oh, they always shine. Every bit of this predicted. Fucking the greatest philosopher, the greatest fucking seer, the greatest PhD, the greatest activist, the GOAT, Kevin Blanch, the GOAT. And no funding. Stay tuned.